uh, that Doctor is one hell of a character. Oh, good evening, and welcome to the Ginger Geek Show. Now, Doctor has been on for quite some time now, and when a new showrunner gets involved, there's always some hesitation. Now, there's always two things I think you need to do being a showrunner: respecting the past and embracing the future. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Now, I'm not saying that I am actually a great writer. In fact, I'm not. I think that involves intelligent people to actually do such a thing. But I am just simply a fan that, loves this show, and simply this is just pure fan fiction. So today, yes, this is what we're going to talk about today, is how I would write Doctor Who. Now, I made it quite clear in my previous video that I wasn't the biggest fan of Doctor Who Series 11, and I think I gave pretty good reasons, 10 reasons of why I didn't particularly like the series. And the number one reason was Chris Chibnall. And now, as I said there at the start, I'm not trying to say I'm the greatest writer in the world. This is pure, simply just fan fiction and a little bit of fun. That's simply what it is. And obviously, I would like to know what you guys would like to see as well. I want to see what you would kind of do as the showrunner. This, as I said, is just pure fan fiction. This will never happen to my sad, pathetic life of suddenly becoming a showrunner of Doctor Who. But yes, let's start with my my first kind of pick of being a showrunner, the Doctor. Now, to me, Tom Baker, Matt Smith, Sylvester McCoy, I like these kind of Doctors because they're kind of mad kid type Doctor. To me, I really like it when the Doctor's really quite alien, and I was kind of like, to me, that really is what I want to see as like the lead of this show. Now, don't get me wrong, obviously I like the Doctors being dark like Capaldi or more human like Peter Davison, but to me, I've always just liked the idea of, this very much eccentric alien taking on a companion and going on some fun adventures. That's always what my kind of favourite type of Doctors is when they're kind of more alien, a bit more, they don't understand the human emotions as well, and I've always quite preferred those kind of Doctors. Companions. Now, as I said in my previous video, I made it very clear that I don't like 3 companions. I think that's just too much. It's too much baggage. It's too much wasted writing. It's also just filler where like they're just not being used a lot of the time in the episodes, and that happens a lot in Series 11, you saw it. But for me, I just like the Doctor and just one companion, especially just starting off. We've just got this first series. I've got my first series here as a showrunner. So my first series, I've just got literally the Doctor. So we've got like a mad type Doctor and a companion. But I would actually have the said companion be from a colony, but still by rights human, but from just a different planet. Now, I want to do this simply because I don't feel like we've really had many. It is constantly more human companions, and don't get me wrong, I understand why. It's because so we connect as an audience to said companion. I've always really wanted to have more of a main companion, especially in the new Who. That doesn't really the closest we really have is, I guess, Jack and maybe River Song of terms of companions that are a bit more kind of not from Earth, I guess. That's what I would like as a main proper companion, not from this world, but then also would like a secondary companion to come in third of the way through into the series, and that companion would be a bit more like the Jack and a bit more like the River Song type character. A character really tests the Doctor ideology. 2 to me is fine, and if I could maybe have a third one, I guess I would bring back K9, to be honest. Maybe actually have him outside the TARDIS, not constantly damaged and locked away in the TARDIS with Tom Baker. The tone. Now, this is obviously quite a big one actually overall. Like, what would be my type of tone? Would it be quite more, fantasy, fairy tale like Matt's, or would it be more kind of soap opera, humanly kind of style like the Terrence, or would it be full on darker, more like Capaldi's? Not really any of those 3 actually would be my kind of style of tone actually. As I kind of say, like on my previous videos, where I like Doctor Who when it's like a fun adventure. So my kind of style of tone I would have for Doctor Who would actually kind of be like more in the style of Guardians of the Galaxy, if I'm honest. Well, this wee kind of group of people and just going on these really kind of weird and wonderful adventures. That's what I've always kind of quite liked, and I'd like them to go in that kind of way. But obviously with sprinkles of drama and serious kind of stuff, which I do think Russell T Davies and Stephen Moffat done quite well, actually having a really good mix of having the fun adventures and the serious stuff. And that's what I would kind of have. That's why I would connect, obviously, the kind of this my companion would be a bit more from a colony from another world, and then that's where it would kind of connect with that kind of, as I said, tone of Guardians of the Galaxy. So that's my kind of way I would kind of have the series' tone being the structure. Now, what I'm kind of talking about here with structure is this simply like how I would set the episodes, how many, like basically I would say is like I personally love a mix of single and two-parter episodes. That's always what I've liked. I think that's a great mix. I didn't like it how it was basically single episodes there. Series 10 was nearly enough single episodes as well. But I did quite like how they did with Series 9, how that was near enough all two-parters. But to me, the best type of series is when it starts off 3 episodes, nice two-parter, another 3 to maybe 4 episodes, another two-parter, 1 or 2, and then the finale. That's what I like. And obviously, since if we're going into the fantasy of me being showrunner, of course I would love the series to have 13 episodes and having the Christmas special back again. That's, to me, how I would have Doctor Who being. And it's a shame, I guess, that we've now gone just to 10 episodes. God, it's just so little. That's how I would have a really good mix of single episodes and two-parters, as well as bringing back the Christmas special. Expanded universe. Now, as I says, in this world of fantasy of me being showrunner, I would love it to bring in more spin-offs. And we seem to be kind of going back on TV having more spin-offs. Like The Walking Dead is getting popular with spin-offs, and obviously Game of Thrones has been long rumours of spin-offs happening. So we seem to kind of going back into having spin-offs once again. I would love it if they did more with Doctor Who, especially if we're only getting 10 episodes now. But I would love to have like another kind of Torchwood series or another style of series and adventures. But something I've been kind of working on and I actually wouldn't mind seeing is bringing back Ace, actually, to be honest, because I think she's like the perfect age to do a type of show like that as well. And I've kind of done some like stuff which I'm kind of showing you right now of kind of like pictures and posters of what I'd kind of like to see, and I would call it Ace Investigates, which I think is a nice little rhyme there. I've always quite liked this idea if they did something like that, and the same kind of style of series and adventures. It's pure and simple. It's just like I do like, when you can have other shows obviously going with Doctor Who, and if you can connect them all. Like I love what they do with CW with Arrow and Flash and Legends of Tomorrow, how they do all these shows and they connect them all so beautifully, and it's so well done. I do really like that kind of stuff, and I would love if Doctor Who really went for it and made Doctor Who feel like a universe, really make Doctor Who feel big, and by having different maybe spin-offs and all that from different tones and different eras or different worlds. I'd really love if they went for that. That's why I would quite like the Monsters. So yeah, obviously, the obvious one you kind of talk about is kind of the classic ones. I would have a mix of classic and especially more new monsters. But classic, I would have like maybe 1 or 2. Obviously, the Daleks would appear ever so often. But I actually quite liked what Moffat done with his Daleks. My Daleks, if I had the choice, would be a bit more kind of colour coordinated to certain ranks of what they are, and I quite like that they did that. And I thought it was a shame that they didn't kind of stayed with that, because don't get me wrong, I love that golden bronze Dalek. I think that's a beautiful Dalek. But then I do quite like the colour scheme and all that, and that it connected to what they were, what their rank was basically. And I kind of like that kind of stuff. My Cyberman, if I really had a choice, I would so go back to the 80s looking Cyberman where they look like spacesuits and all that sort of thing, and with like they had like proper like blasters and stuff. Like I like both the parallel Cyberman, and I like Moffat Cyberman. They're fine, but like, I've always preferred those 80s Cybermen. I just think they're bloody beautiful. That's my kind of look of Cyberman I would have. And obviously another big one that I wanted to talk about here, because I do love the Master, and of course I would have the Master. And someone I've always kind of thought, I don't know why, I just always thought like he would be perfect of this kind of role, is, and I think I'm going to murder his last name, so I apologise to anyone here, David Oyelowo. I really probably just murdered that last name there, but I really like this actor, and he's really getting more bigger and bigger right now, and I really think he would do a cracking job as the Master. And obviously I would like to say this right now, down the line, if I had the choice of showrunner, I definitely would have a multiple Master story with John Sim, Missy, and a new Master that I would have. I would so love that, especially see when we had John Sim and Missy together. I was like, oh god, I could have more of that. I really could have. But yes, that's my kind of the main kind of classic monsters, and obviously, yeah, there would be new kind of stuff Bob would like to see in Doctor Who, but that was kind of like the overall. I would like a good mix of the two, really. Well, that was a very fun and interesting 10 minutes right there. But yes, I would like to know what obviously you guys think. And remember, this is pure and simply just fan fiction from a fan. A dumb, unintelligent fan, much like yourselves right now. Here's a montage of Judi Dench.